Okay, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. How are you today? My name is Elhami from Dr. Engleezy. I'll be with you along with Ayal Gohari, my friend right over there. Ayal, can you say hi?
Hi, guys.
How is it going?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good, alhamdulillah, great. So welcome everybody, and we're getting started right now. Let's see what we've got. Of course, like at the very beginning, there will be a revision on what we've covered like previously. So please make sure everybody that you have your notebooks ready with a pen in your hand to take notes. There is also the raise hand option right there. You can find it in participants. If you want to ask a question, if you want to participate, you can just raise your hand and then we'll listen to you. All mute except the speaker, just to avoid the disturbance right there. You make sure that the surroundings around you are all quiet. Try not to speak over each other. When there's one person speaking, we all listen to him. No Arabic, and questions will be taken at the end or on intervals. I mean, we will take it like one after another right there. One more thing. Everybody, we're here to learn, and nobody learns without making mistakes. So please, guys, don't feel shy. Don't feel embarrassed. There is nothing here called, if I spoke, I make mistakes, then they laugh at me. No, we try as much as we can to learn from each other. Every time I speak with you, you speak with me, we learn from each other. So it's no problem at all to speak and to make mistakes. Like even like we focus here more on the question, not the mistakes that you make, and we will try to understand what you say. And mostly you don't learn without making mistakes. Like this
That's
is
exactly what I want to highlight, you guys. There are things that you have to say out loud in order for you to realize what you can change about them and what you can fix. It's not enough for you just to read or just to learn something about the grammatical rule or whatever it is theoretically. You actually have to apply it yourself and make a lot of mistakes. All right? So, yeah, just wanted to highlight that.
like you don't need to type it on the chat. Like if you can say it will be way better. So you got that your mics are on and you can unmute yourself if you want to ask a question after raising your hand. It would be really, really great. We would love it. We'll feel very happy that people speak and they gain confidence and everybody listens to you. No problem. Make mistakes. It's okay. You can learn from these mistakes and we can learn from you. Like it doesn't have to be mistakes. Like you can be even speaking English in a very, very well or very nice way that we can learn from you. We learn new vocabulary. So you benefit us as we benefit you. We try to make it exchangeable right here. Okay. All right. So moving on right here. On our agenda today, everybody, there is a revision on the syllables and the syllabic stress that we took last time. We take like 5 minutes on that very quickly. See if our people are following or no. Intonation, we're talking about today. Wavering tone right here. This one thing right here is about feelings and emotions. You know, when you show your feelings and emotions through your tone right over here, this should be the thing. Questions and answers at the end right here after we finish, and there is a prescription that we will follow throughout the week till the next week, inshallah. Okay. All right, let's move on right here. And the activity that I'm making right here to you guys to check the number of syllables in the words, and it's gonna be like kind of competition, okay? So you can tell me about the first word. How many syllables are there?
Now remember, you guys, what we talked about syllables in the clapping situation. Oh, Yusuf already answered. Wow. All right.
Okay. Who's got
Iman
that?
and Yusuf are both correct. Yes, exactly.
Okay.
Let's see. Is it 3?
Do you remember when we talked about the way how to know how many syllables in a word? If you remember, we talked about the beats. Expensive. All right, what about home? How many syllables are there? 1.
Alia,
yes.
Yusuf, 1.
Alia, thank
nice.
you very much.
All right, you guys.
Yes, absolutely, yes. It's just one beat. Home. Yes. Spectacular.
Well done, everyone.
Okay, excellent, Yusuf. That's really amazing. So again, let's try it together. You guys beat with me. Spectacular. 4 syllables right here. Beautiful. So let's see the other ones right over here. Okay. What about this? Can you read it for us, Aya?
Sure. Which one? Flirtation?
First one, left-hand side, second line.
Civilization.
What else this one?
Civilization.
We can count it together. So some
Then
people say
that's
4, some
five,
people say
alright.
5. Let's count it, all right?
Yeah.
Civilization.
Woo! Nice. Yeah, Alia, Iman, Rana. Nice, guys.
Yes, that's 5. Okay.
Well done. Very
All right,
close.
what about
very
the second
close.
one? Flirtation. Flirtation. Okay. Has anybody got the correct answer? Yes, Iman.
Yeah, Iman and
Samir, Yusuf, yes. 3 syllables, everybody. So flirtation. Excellent. Great. Hospitalization. How many syllables are there? Hospitalization.
Ooh, that's a long one.
Hospitalization. How many are these?
Good job, Alia, Iman, Yusuf. Well done.
Okay. That's all right. So
Well
the
done,
answer
guys.
is 5 or 6. Hospitalization. These are 6. Okay. All
Well
right.
done, you guys.
Let's carry on. Who can tell me how many
Oh,
syllables
my
are there in this
goodness.
word? Okay.
Let's see.
Okay, you can count it with me, all right? Establishmentarianism. These are...
How many, guys? Wow, you said 15? Or 1,500? Marwa, nice. Marwa saying that they are...
Marwa says 10, Yusuf says
Alia
10 again.
Alia says 8, nice.
Okay.
All right, we'll see.
All right. Well, go back to this video again. It's on Facebook.
And Emily is saying 12, interesting. All right.
You know, like, all right, that's pretty cool. So from this activity right here, we're making a revision that it's very important to know the number of syllables in a word so we can place the stress on the correct syllable. And we also talked about some words that have rules on putting the stress on the right syllable right there, that we do it ourselves, as the words ending with T-I-O-N, if you guys remember, and there are 3 syllables or more, we place the stress on the syllable before the last one, which is called like penultimate syllable. So what we see right here, civilization, civilization, we stress the Z. Let's try the same rule with this word right here, flirtation, flirtation. So we stress the T before the shan, which is the syllable before the last, all right? Hospitalization, hospitalization, we stress the Z. So again, it's the same thing. We also talked about other things like S-I-V-E, C-U-L-A-R. You guys can go back to our previous session and you know more about these rules we've taken last time. Okay, we also had exceptions, right, Aya?
Yeah, that you will tell us
like
about.
These words right over here. So these are, what do we call them? Are they proper noun or common nouns? Common nouns or proper nouns? All right, who can raise their hand and tell us the difference between proper nouns and common nouns? There's a difference? Do you think there is a difference? Yeah.
Not sure. I wonder if anyone remembers.
Raise your hands, everybody, if you know the answer.
Let's guess.
Okay.
We got Yusuf saying compound nouns. All right.
No, I'm asking about common nouns and proper nouns. What is the difference between the two? Between common nouns and proper nouns? Okay. Till somebody raise their hands. Has anybody answered?
Nope. Let's go ahead and remind them. Let's have mercy.
Okay. Common nouns, like this from its name, common, like, you know, we can give many things. It's not specific noun. Like we say call center. There is ABC call center. There is XYZ call center. There's many call centers in specific, but the word call center is a common noun. Proper noun, when you say ABC call center, ABC here is a proper noun. Like Aya is a proper noun. Yusuf is a proper noun. Iman is a proper noun. Ilhami is a proper noun, like specific one. Okay, everybody? So these right here are common nouns, as we can see from the words. And we said if we have a common noun that is made up of two parts, like compound like that, we stress the first word, the first part. So we say call center, subway, credit card, BlackBerry. So if you said BlackBerry, BlackBerry is wrong. If you said credit card, no, it's credit card.
Blueberry.
All right, okay. So let's move on. Exception right here, this one is proper nouns. These are the ones that we were talking about. These are specific things. There is no many of them right here. So in this case, you have a proper noun and we have two words. So we stress the second word. So we say South London, South London. We say Queen Elizabeth, Queen Elizabeth. We stress the first part of it right here. House of Parliament, House of Parliament. We stress the word parliament, the second one right here. Financial Times, Financial Times, right? We stress the second part if it is a proper noun made up of more than one word. Okay, moving on right here. If we have compound nouns, they are either adjectives or verbs made up of two parts. In this case, we stress the second part. So we said bad-tempered, old-fashioned, we stress fashioned, all right? Old-fashioned, understand, and overwork. So we do not say overwork. Do we, Aya? You say
No.
over? Okay, we say understand? No. So we do not do that. Okay, just a second. All right. Yeah, so let's move on right here, everybody. So these are the words. And the last part for exceptions right here, if we remember, we talked about abbreviations. So these are abbreviations like word and we put them together. Yes. Do we say the UK, Aya? Is it the UK? UK. So stress the K, UK. The last letter stressed, everybody. So try and read this with us together, all right? The UK, BBC, all right? BBC. We say USA, USA, all right? SYE, SYE, all right? Yes.
One, two, three, SYE.
That's cool. So we're moving to a new part right here. So please, guys.
Okay. No, what he's saying is on common. Alia is asking, you mean on common nouns, we must stress on the two nouns, on both nouns? Can you hear me?
Which part?
She's asking, when it comes to common nouns, do we stress on both nouns?
If it is like a common noun? No, we said right here that, all right, let's get back to the part that we were talking about, common nouns right here. We stress the first part. You see, call center, call center.
That's the first part, Alia.
Yeah, exactly. So we stress only one word in them, all right? Thank you for the question. And the new part that we were talking about right here, everybody, is a kind of, okay, a request. I need from you guys to read these three sentences like a robot. Who can do that for us?
Oh, that would be fun. Come on, guys.
Volunteers, we need volunteers, guys. We said it's okay, like there is no right or wrong. Yusuf right here volunteered. Yes, please, Yusuf, try and say it in a robotic way, okay?
Okay. I need you. I miss you. I love you.
Thank you very much. Amani also.
Okay. You sounded nice.
Amani Siraj also raised their hand. Amani, please.
Okay. I need you. I miss you. I love you.
That's awesome. Hey, that's awesome.
I love
Seriously.
that. That was really awesome. All right.
Yes, you nailed it. Like you nailed it 100%. Nice.
Okay.
Thank you.
Can you please like sign the I'm not a bot or something right here because I started to doubt this. Okay.
All
You're a
right.
human, right? Okay.
Nice.
Yeah, I'm a human.
Okay.
All right.
So, we got
Mariam and
other
Abdul.
volunteers.
Yeah, we got Mariam and Abdurrahman. Apparently,
Try and
people.
listen to one more one.
All right. Go ahead, guys.
Mhm.
Mariam, Abdurrahman, hello.
Yeah,
Hi.
Okay, Mariam.
fine,
How are you?
fine.
Great.
Yes,
Okay. Do you know how to read these 3 sentences like a robot?
Yeah,
All right. Can you give it a shot? Go ahead.
okay. I need you. I miss you.
Wow.
I love you.
Perfect. Good job. Nice.
I
Thank
love
you so
that.
much. All right, Hemi. So what are we trying to
Okay.
improve with this?
Is this the right way, like, to speak like a robot?
If you want to be a robot,
So it's not the right, like, we are humans.
I don't think
And
so.
our
Yeah.
tone, shut up. Okay. Our tone should be changing, like right here. I mean, it's a monotone, everybody. Like, it shouldn't be a monotone. If it is a monotone, everyone, you will sound like a robot. So our intonation, like when we intonate, we go up and down. My question now, like, do we go up and down like randomly, or there should be some rules that we need to follow to go up and down?
To help us at least know when to say what in situations that we don't know or we're unfamiliar with. Yes.
Exactly, because I heard this opinion like once before, it was completely wrong. It talked about intonation being done randomly, like, you guys, when you speak, do not make it a monotone. Try and go up and down, so people will feel happy when they hear you rising and falling and falling and rising. This is absolutely wrong, because when you rise your tone,
Nice.
you might send a message, and when you fall with your tone with another sentence right here, it's a totally different message.
So
I'll
you're
give you an
absolutely
example.
correct. Yes, Naglet and Yusuf, you guys are both correct. Naglet said according to the situation and the emotions, which is absolutely correct. And Yusuf said that we have to stress the important message we want to deliver. So it's exactly all 3. Very good, you guys. Good job.
Why we're learning today about intonation. We're trying to improve our intonation, because intonation is very much like the music of the language. So if you don't have this
Communicate what you
music,
want to say.
exactly, if you don't do it the correct way, then there shall be a problem. Like, people will feel like, no, this is not native like language. This is something like broken English. It's not pure English. It's not even close to. So
And the most
sometimes it's not
important
all
thing
about the music that it's
Yeah.
native like.
It's not
Sometimes
just
it's
that, you guys,
wrong,
too.
like,
You guys have to make sure that what
Yes.
you're trying to say is delivered. Like, what the whole purpose of a language is for you to convey a message or to deliver a message. And the intonation helps you convey not just what you're saying or the words, but also what you're feeling. So what you mean behind these words as well.
Absolutely right, yes. So what we learn right here is intonation, and that's the intonation part that we will be speaking about in details later. So we learned right here that robots are monotonous, and we shouldn't speak monotonously. We shouldn't speak, again, what is monotone?
Monotonous.
What is monotone? Monotone is what? Is it
One
many
tone.
ways or just one tone?
Mono. Very good,
One
Nagla. Yes,
tone.
the exact same way forever until someone dies. Yes. Very good,
Okay.
Omnia.
So we move into another point right here. Of course, like, we will talk about these things in detail, but these are just like intros to our topic and the detailed part right here. I'm gonna ask every one of you guys if you wanna participate, of course, with us. It's a very simple thing. Say hello to a 1-year-old baby. Yusuf, okay.
Aww.
Say hello, like, intonate it, say it. How would you say this?
I say, hello.
Yes,
Okay.
excellent.
Nice.
Excellent. All right, there's
right.
two other two right
Yes,
here.
we've got
Do you wanna-
Naglet. Go ahead, Naglet.
Please.
Okay. Hello.
Oh,
Yeah.
all right.
Yeah.
Okay, nice. All right,
So
and
once you
we've got
see this
Amini
baby
as well.
ready. Okay, Amani, please give it a shot.
Go ahead, Amini.
Hello.
Yes,
Aw,
thank you. Thank you very
nice.
much.
Well done,
Mariam,
you guys.
one
Very
last
good.
one. Mariam?
All right. Hi, Mariam. Go ahead.
Hello.
Hello.
Yes, thank you.
Nice.
Thank you very much. That was really awesome. All right, let's see. We'll say hello to another one right here. Bad friend.
Ooh. A bad friend.
No bad words. Yusuf, no bad words, okay? Just hello. Okay,
No, I'm
Yusuf,
sure everyone's getting. All right.
try it, man. Yes, go ahead.
Hello.
Hello. Okay.
That's like
Interesting.
you're cursing him, yeah, man, or what?
All right. Okay. Let's see. We've got Amani who wants to give it a shot. Let's go, Amani.
Okay.
Hello.
Yes, excellent.
Hello.
Yeah, it's very flat. Yes. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Nice.
Let's see another one right here. To your best friend.
Go to your best friend. Ahmed Kamil, how about you join us this time? Can you give it a shot, Ahmed Kamil? Yeah? Ahmed, are you there?
Yes, I'm here.
Hi. Can you give it a shot? Come on.
About what?
How can you say hello to your best friend? How or what intonation or how would you sound saying hello to your best friend?
With normal voice. That's
So tell us.
Okay.
hello. Hello.
Hello.
Yes. Okay.
That's it.
cool.
Okay. Thank you.
I think
Thank you.
girls are excellent at this, I believe.
At
right?
intonation.
One of the girls. where
Perhaps,
are they?
maybe.
Okay, we
All
got
right.
Amani right here.
Yeah.
Amani Siraj. Okay.
Go ahead, Amani.
Hello.
Yes,
Hello.
exactly. This is what you people do. Yes. Thank you.
All right.
Thank you very much. All right. So let's
Perfect.
move on and say hello to your colleague.
Now imagine that's
Volunteers.
your colleague. He's not your best friend, but he's your colleague. So how would you say hi or how would you greet your colleague? Think about it. Let's see. Okay. Come on, guys. Everyone
say,
else. Let's see. Alia. Alia, I think. Alia or Alia, something like that. Are you ready to participate?
Yes.
You want to
you're
give it a
raising your
shot?
hand.
Hello?
You please unmute yourself.
No.
Hi.
Do you hear me?
Yes,
Yes.
we can hear you now.
Okay.
Hmm.
If I say hello to my colleague,
How would you say it?
hello.
Yes.
Very friendly,
excellent.
very curt. Very good. Nice. Well
Excellent,
done.
yes. What we
All
have
right.
done right now, everybody, is what we call wavering tone. So wavering tone, everyone, right here is what we do to convey our feelings and emotions. Like you want to express your attitude towards something, you use this wavering tone. Wavering tone doesn't have rules. Like there is nothing called up and down, rising and falling, or all of this stuff. But there is something called like adding feelings to the voice. Hasn't it ever happened with you guys, like you were talking on the phone and then your friend, like he didn't see you. He just heard your voice on the phone telling you, why are you sad? And you did not tell them that you're sad. But the thing is, they noticed it from your wavering tone, like right here. What you did is you did it unintentionally. Like suddenly people were listening to you and then they heard like some kind of sad tone or something. Yes? So it happened with everybody, I believe. And
Yeah.
something to show right now, we're talking about the details right here. And we start with the
Which is,
first thing.
this actually reminds me of a really good expression, you guys. I'm sure like women have used this like a bunch of times, but usually we say something like, it's not what you said, it's how you said it. This is what we mean by how. So you're the intonation that you have in your voice, how stressful you see. Nagla knows what I'm talking about. She knows what I'm talking about.
Okay.
Wavering, Khadija is asking, what is the meaning of wavering? Can you just recap very shortly?
Mhm.
So wavering is about, Hemi?
Changing the tone. So you change it and you add emotions to it. So this is wavering, yes? Wavering when you change the tone and you add some feelings to it. So it's not monotonous, and at the same time, it's not like cold. It's not like one way of formulating like what you're saying or something. Thanks for the question.
So there's a change that happened to highlight an emotion or to deliver a message. Okay, Khadija?
Exactly. And
All right.
it is needed, like some people might misunderstand it when you are speaking and you say, congratulations. And you don't even show any feelings right here. They would think like you're not very happy for me, like you just like angry,
Congratulations.
you're envious or something. Sometimes people understand it can be people's nature, but most of the time people would not, especially sometimes
good.
like if I know you very well, I wouldn't forgive you that you said congratulations in a cold way or something. Yes.
In a
All
cold
right.
way.
So yeah. So we take these examples right here to start like the first detail about intonation. So this is like the first part. We said intonation and wavering tone. And everybody, you are with Dr. Engleezy, happening every Saturday. Stay tuned. And right here, with the falling tone, my name is Khan. My name is Khan. Falling means I start loud and then I end falling, like low. My name is Khan. My name is Khan. And remember, everybody, you cannot do this correctly unless you start it correctly. So you want to make it falling, you have to start loud. You want to make it rising, you have to start low.
Low.
So let's apply it. Everybody, say it with me. Like you don't have to make me hear it, but say it with yourself. You say, my name is Khan. My name is Khan. My name is Khan. So you feel like you're closing the sentence right here with the falling tone. And the other one with the same exact words, I say, my name is Khan. My name is Khan. My name is Khan. So I'm making it louder at the end, which means, what did you understand, Aya, when I told you, like, my name is Khan?
So it's kind of like you're asking the question, you're not sure, it's like you're surprised in a way.
So the
I'm
first
going
one
up.
was a statement and the other one was a question.
So this is used a lot as well when you're trying to have a discussion with someone, and when your intonation falls, or when you're trying to give a sentence or a statement and you don't want any negotiations, then you have a falling intonation and be like, that's it. That's it.
Beautiful.
I'm okay.
Beautiful.
Don't talk to me anymore.
People are raising their
Have
hands right
questions.
here.
All right, so let's start with that.
And Ale or
Ale.
Okay.
Ale or Ale? Let's see, Ale. What do you have to say? Hi. What's your question?
Hello?
Hi.
Yes. Ale, how are you?
Hi. Hi. You see me?
Yes,
We
we
can't
can
see you.
hear
We can hear you.
Oh yeah. Okay. So I can. What's the question again, please?
We were asking if you have a question.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry. What's meaning of intonation? I'm so sorry. But
Intonation.
intonation.
Excellent. Thank you. Thank you very much for the question. Intonation
We will help.
comes from the word tone. You know, ringtone on your mobile. So when your mobile rings, so it produces like some ring as like music or something. This music is not one way or one level. It changes. It goes up and down, up and down. But in language, we go up and down like music, but we have rules to go up and down. So we do not speak like robots. So you do not speak like one tone. It's not one tone all the time. You change this tone like most of the time according to the sentence and the type of sentence that you are dealing with. I hope that answered your question right here. Thank you. So back again, everybody, intonation is very important because we have sentences, and these sentences can be statements if you're ending it with a falling tone, and can be questions if you end it with a rising tone. Like this example that we have right here, my name is Khan. And the question, Aya?
And we had my name is Khan, like that.
Yes.
We had Ahmed Arif as well who had a question. He
Yes,
raised
please,
his hand.
Ahmed, yes, share with
But
us.
he disappeared. I think there might be something wrong with his connection. I can't find him.
Okay, so let's proceed
All right.
till he comes back right here.
Sure.
So everybody, we will start with the falling tone. And please, guys, take notes. Take notes. So we
You guys are going to be practicing this. We're going to do this together.
And please repeat after us like what we're pronouncing. The first rule that we have right here is with imperatives and statements. Statements, normal sentences. Imperatives, like an order. When you give an order, like open the door, close your book, stand up, sit down, and so on, all right? So let's say this together, everybody, with a falling tone, with a falling tone. Please repeat after me. Have a nice day. Have a nice day. Have a nice day. So you start loud and then you end it with a falling tone because it's a statement, yes? Another statement right here, or this could be like kind of imperative. Please elaborate more on the issue. Please elaborate more on the issue. Please elaborate more on the issue.
Please
Open your
elaborate more on the issue.
Open your books. Open your books.
Open
Close
your
your
books.
Close your books. Close your
Yeah.
books. So you start loud and then
And then
end falling. So when you say falling, everybody, means the end of the sentence is falling. This is why we have to start high, right?
Let's have Hussein read one of our sentences
And
here so
Ahmed
we can see everyone's
is
falling.
connected again. Ahmed
Yeah.
Arif? Yes, Ahmed, you had a
Yes.
question. Could you please share it with us?
I don't think he's there.
He's still there?
Nope.
Okay.
Oh, there he is. Yes, here he is. Hey, Ahmed, did you have a question? I'm guessing not. All right, I wanted Hussein to share with us and read one of the sentences. Can you read the second sentence, Hussein? Can you hear us?
Oh, he wants us to repeat the second sentence? Or
Okay.
Yes, I can hear.
Hi.
yes.
The first one,
Yes,
Yes.
please. Can you
have a
please
nice
read
day.
it? Have a nice
And
day.
the second one,
Mhm.
yeah, have a nice day.
If you
Nice.
make it a question, yes, right here. Thank you very much.
Second one, or
Yes. No, the
Yes.
first one was a sentence. You made it falling. The second one,
okay,
can you read
thank
it?
you.
Can you?
Great. Thank you, Hussein.
Yusuf, please. Yes, Yusuf has a question.
Okay,
Where is
thank you. Yeah,
Okay, guys, you make sure that you mute your mic if you're not using it.
There we
Okay.
go. Let's go. Yusuf?
Okay. Can you hear me well?
Yes.
Yeah. Ilhami, do we have any exceptions for this rule?
To make it like ending with no. Right now, we're still talking about the rules of the falling tone. Of
Yeah.
course, like there could be statement, but it's gonna be rising, not falling. But in this case, it's not a statement anymore. In this case, you changed it to a question. Like this question right here, or this sentence right here, have a nice day. It's a statement, right?
Yeah.
I can make it a question and it will sound like rhetorical or like kind of, I'm feeling indignant, like, you know, saying it's really a terrible time and people feel I'm suffering. And then suddenly they say, have a nice day. Have a nice day. Are you crazy? You don't see what's happening? You tell me have a nice day? So right here, I'm wondering, like, how dare you say have a nice day, you know?
Yeah. I
So
got
this
it.
is-
Can I
yes.
read the second one?
Please,
I wanted to say what have you got here.
please, yeah, do that.
So, please elaborate more on the issue.
Okay, that's correct. That's
Issue.
correct. But try as much as you can to make issue like closing the sentence. So you start, please elaborate more on the issue. On
Start
the,
high, Yusuf. That will help you
on the
go
issue.
low.
yeah.
Please elaborate more on the issue.
There you go. That's better. That's
Okay,
better.
that's nice. But if you did it so, you're stressing on the word itself. Like maybe you mean, I mean, like, please tell me more about the issue. So it's not the first time you ask a question or you ask this thing. It's like the second time. Maybe the person didn't get it the first time, so you're
Please
repeating.
elaborate more on the issue.
Yes, exactly.
Right?
Right?
So you go like, please elaborate more on the issue. Like that. See how I went down? But I start really high so I can go down.
Exactly. Let's move to the next point right here. Another rule for the falling tone. Open-ended questions or question words, WH. So with WH questions, we use a falling tone. All right? So like this one right here. Aya, could you please read it for us?
So this one is a question. Which suit did you order?
Exactly. Which suit did you order? Which suit did you order? So it's falling at the end right here. So with WH questions, we make it a falling tone all the time. Do we say, what's your name? Or what's your name? What's your name?
What's your name?
Your name? What's
Right.
your name? Okay, great. Another one right here. At what time shall I go back? At what time shall I go back? At what time shall I go back? Okay, everybody. So this is the falling tone with WH questions. Who remembers
Let's
the
have-
first rule? What is the
Let's
first
have one
rule?
person read it. So yeah.
Okay, we can
Let's
try.
see. Ahmed Hassan. Hi, Ahmed.
Hey,
Hi. All right. Can you please read the first one for us?
the first sentence.
Yes, please.
Yeah. Mhm.
Which suit did you order?
Make it as one question. Which soup did you order?
Which soup did you order?
Excellent.
Nice, very good. Well done.
Okay,
Good
Nagla,
job.
Nagla was raising her hand. Can you read us the second question? Nagla?
Go ahead, Nagla.
At what time shall I go back again? At what time shall I go back?
Excellent.
Very good.
Thank you very
Nice.
much.
Good
By the way,
job.
Okay, thank you.
You pronounce your name Nagla or Nagla? Because like sometimes I confuse that. How do you say it?
Nagla.
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 Okay,
Yes,
thank you very
okay.
much. That was really
Welcome.
awesome.
My
So let's
Nagla.
forward, everybody. And the third rule, so we talked about statements and orders. We talked about WH questions. And number 3 is the question tag. There was a common mistake that we had at our schools, like public schools. People used to tell us, whenever you have a question tag, you have to make it with a rising tone. So we thought that all the question tags are rising every time you say, your current client of TalkTalk, aren't you? Your Aya, aren't you? This book is nice, isn't it? So we thought that this is the only way to say the question tag. But today we figured out that this is totally wrong. There is also another way, that this is not wrong, like wrong, but not, it's wrong to make it all the time rising tone. So there is also another case with the falling tone. So someone will ask, what's the difference? So the same question right here, question tag, like the one at the end right here. In the first sentence, I said, your current client of TalkTalk, aren't you? Oh, sorry, aren't you? This is the first one. The second one, your current client of TalkTalk, aren't you? So this is falling. Do you think like there is no difference, or there should be a difference with changing it like in this way? Who knows the answer? You guys can tell us if you know the difference between the two questions. Radwa here says, okay, yeah, we're gonna answer all these questions. Aya is taking them down right here, okay. Yes? Who knows this, the difference? We have people raising their hands.
Maybe the first one, I'm asking the second one,
Amani,
I'm
Amani
astonished.
Firawi.
So Nagla is saying, maybe the first one, I'm asking the second, and she's astonished. Okay, interesting.
Amani, can you tell us? Yeah. Your opinion about that. What's the difference between the rising
Go ahead, Amani.
question
Okay,
tag?
the rising one, like I'm I'm investigating, like like he did something wrong or something, because I'm asking him, like, aren't you, like I'm raising my voice to shout at him or something, maybe.
Excellent, excellent. Yes,
and the
it's very
second one,
close.
it's just maybe I will ask after that, aren't you okay, can you tell me how to sign in this app or something? That's just something I will just common. But the first one, it is like, aren't you, like I'm like he lied to me that he wasn't a client of TalkTalk, and I discovered that he is, and so I'm saying that like that, because he lied about that.
Thank you very much. Thanks for the insight. We have also Yusuf. Yes, Yusuf, tell us about yours. Yes, Yusuf, you can unmute yourself.
I think the fallen one is a kind of asking for extra information, or you know, if you are going to get it in the full tune, it means you want to some exposure or some clarification.
Excellent. Yes.
But if you are going to make it like up or raising intonation, I think it's a kind of confirming or assure to affirm what's going on, or the statement, is it right or wrong?
Okay, thank you very much. I would say like it's the other way around. Meaning, if you're making it rising, you're asking for the information really, like, you know, you don't have the information. So you ask for it. So you say, you're a current client of TalkTalk, aren't you? So this means I don't have the information. So I need it. I need yes or no from you because I'm not sure at all. But if you are sure about the thing and you're just like adding more confirmation, you say, you're a current client of TalkTalk, aren't you? Okay, I'll give you another example because this is like one of the best movies that I've seen in the last 5 years, actually, or maybe like since the first Dark Knight, if you remember, and Heath Ledger. So this time that was Joaquin Phoenix, and he was talking to the psychiatrist when they were talking together, and he was expressing himself, talking about the issues that he's having in life. Then the psychiatrist told him, okay, what about the journal that I asked you to make or something? So she interrupted him. He replied and he said, you don't listen, do you? You don't listen, do you? So here, when he said, do you, he did not say, you don't listen, do you? He did not ask her that he doesn't know, like he knows that she is not listening. So that's why he wants to confirm that you are not listening. You don't listen, do you? You guys can go back to the movie and listen to it again. So he used it with a falling tone right here. Falling tone means I'm sure and I'm just adding more confirmation to it. Aya?
That's it. I wasn't going to add anything.
Okay. So let's...
we do have a person who has their hand raised, and I think they have a question.
Okay. Yes, please.
Can you guys please make sure you write your name so that we know how to call upon you?
Yes, please, guys, rename your device.
Hi. Did you have a question?
Or you want to practice saying these two different tones right here that we have?
ETC. Hello.
Hi.
Hi. Did
Sorry.
you have a question?
No, I don't have any questions.
All right.
Thank you. Bye.
Thank you very much. All right. Stay tuned, okay? That's cool. So everybody, again, so let's repeat them together. Repeat after me with your own, like it's okay. You're a current client of TalkTalk, aren't you? This is the normal aren't you that we had at schools, yes. The other one, you're a current client of TalkTalk.
Aren't you?
The R, and we end with a falling tone.
Aren't you?
All right? Yes. All right. Alaa, this could be the last insight that we have. Alaa Hafiz, yes, please.
Go ahead.
Yeah, I'm with you.
Hi. You had your hand raised.
Yes.
No, okay, I pressed in the wrong way, but
Okay,
can I ask one question?
Yes, please.
It's okay, I will ask one question. When I am, what is the other rules for raising tone?
We're coming to that. Like this is the third and the last case of falling. So we talked about these cases right here. The first one, who can tell me? Send it in the chat quickly. All right, the first case, the rule, first rule.
The first
falling.
case for falling statements and
imperatives. Excellent. Yes. Second one.
Question.
Excellent. Yes. The third one.
Okay.
Question tag.
Questions.
Yes. The last one is question tag, but for confirmation.
Okay.
Falling. Because there is another one.
WH question. Yeah.
Thank you.
Yes,
thank you very much.
Yes.
So let's move on right here. But before we do that, there is a listening part, everybody. And when we listen to this audio, I want you guys please listen and repeat. Listen and repeat. This is how you can get the best of it, all right? So let's do it right here. Okay. Yeah, right here. This one is for the falling tones. So please, guys, listen and repeat.
Falling intonation. Lower your voice at the end of the sentence. Falling intonation.
Okay, did you hear that? Is it working? Aya?
Yes, nice, you guys. Yes,
okay.
It's working fine.
All right.
Guys, write one in the chat. There you go. Nice. I'm glad you should remember. Well done.
Okay. All right. So listen and repeat, everybody.
Falling intonation. Lower your voice at the end of the sentence. Falling intonation is used in statements, sentences that are not questions. Sentences for practice.
My name is John.
My name is John.
It's nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Have a nice day.
Have a nice day.
I'm going outside.
I'm going outside.
I'll be back in a minute.
I'll be back in a minute. Okay, we'll listen again. Please listen and repeat. Listen and
lower your voice at the end of the sentence. Falling intonation is used in statements, sentences that are not questions. Sentences for practice.
I mean, can you pause it and
My name is John.
It's nice to meet you.
Have a nice day.
I'm going outside.
I'll be back in a minute.
Okay. Thank you very much, everybody. That was really, really great. Okay.
Aliyah or Aliyah, I'm not sure. You have a question? Is there something you'd like to ask?
I want to check my understand. You mean sentence, all sentence or specific sentence?
All sentences.
Which part?
Okay.
All sentences. If they are like statements, you're stating facts, then you have to end it with a falling tone. Sometimes, Aliyah, like we stress words in sentences, but not all the time. Like, and when you stress words, it's not related to the tone, like falling or rising. It's related to your focus. Like you want to grab the attention to this word. So it happens. But the normal thing is that, the normal thing is that you make it falling at the end, all right?
Okay, thank you.
Okay. Thank you very much. So we have another listening right here for the falling tones. And here we go. Listen and repeat, everybody, please.
Falling intonation is also used when making questions if they contain question words such as where, what, why, when, how, and who.
Listen and repeat.
Sentences for practice.
What's his name?
What's his name?
Why did you leave?
Where are you going?
What are you thinking about?
How are you doing? Who told you?
So as we have noticed right here is that you close the sentence with a falling tone. So let's do it one more time. Listen and repeat, everybody.
Falling intonation is also used when making questions if they contain question words such as where, what, why, when, how, and who. Sentences for practice.
What's his name?
Why did you leave?
Where are you going?
What are you thinking about?
How are you doing?
When does it start?
Who told you?
Okay, beautiful.
Nice.
So these were some samples, or these were like some examples of what we were talking about. So going back to our PowerPoint right here, and right here is the first case of the rising tone. Everybody, you're taking notes, right? So the first case of the rising tone is the yes/no question. When you ask about something and the answer is yes or no, make your tone at the end of the question rising. Are you ready to order now? Are you ready to order now? Are you ready to order now? So we make now up. So we start low and we end it high at the end. So everybody practice with me. Are you ready to order now?
Are you
ready to order now? Exactly. Another one right here. Are you Egyptian? Are you Egyptian? Are you Egyptian? So you make Egyptian like higher than the, why are you laughing, Yaya?
Smiling. I'm a friendly person.
Okay, I understand that. Okay, let's move on right here. So the first case right here is the yes/no questions right here. Another, and this could be an exception for people who were asking about exceptions. Someone will ask me, Ilhami, how is it like WH question and you're saying it's rising? I would say with the WH question, If it is like the first time you ask the question, it's gonna be falling. Like, what's your name? If you remember, I will give you this example. It's funny and it's very popular. If you remember in Morgan Ahmed Morgan, when he bribed the staff and he paid them money so he can pass the exam, if you remember. And then he went inside and his professor started like asking him a question, what's your name? So the first question, the first way was falling, the normal way. So what's your name? Then Morgan answered, sometimes yes, and sometimes no. Then his professor lost his mind. Like, what's your name? Like, name, you stupid, I'm asking you about your name.
Okay.
So he made it rising right here because it's the second time and he was wondering, you know, so what's your name? Answer me. So he said, oh, Morgan Ahmed Morgan. Thank you, dismissed. Or he said, excellent, dismissed. So that's the thing right here. If you have a WH question and you ask it for the second time or something, you make it rising, it's okay, because you wonder how you guys did that. Of course, like in my example right here, that was before coronavirus, so you guys will accept it, of course. May Allah be with Italy and the Italians, as we know the numbers of victims are getting high. But you say, I went to Italy on my last holiday. If my best friend said that, and we all live together all the time in Egypt, and he said like, I went to Italy last holiday, I don't believe it. Where did you go? Where did you go? It's very different if I started the question, I saw my friend, where did you go? Where did you go? And then to Italy, where did you go? So I make it rising because I wondered, like, how did this happen? Okay? So he will answer to Italy right here. We have a listening part right here for the rising tone. Please, guys, listen and repeat. So this is the part of yes, no questions and asking WH questions for wondering or exclaiming right here. Okay, let's do it together.
Sentences for practice. Did he work yesterday? Does he know about it? Good. Is that it? Excuse me? Really?
So all these questions that we've listened to right here are yes, no questions. And if you notice, like it goes higher at the end of it. So it's a rising tone right here. Let's listen again. Let's do it again. Everybody listen and repeat. All right.
Sentences for practice. Did he work yesterday?
Did he work yesterday?
Does he know about it?
Does he know about it?
Can you call me at 5?
Can you call me at 5?
Is it good?
Is it good?
Is that it? Excuse me? Really?
Really?
Okay. All right. So that's for the rising tones, everybody. Just 1 second. Okay, let's move forward right here. I'm going to share the PPT back again right here. So that's for the listening part. There is another case, which is not like rising only or falling only. So in this case right here, when we have series of words, like we have many words, and only one word at the end is preceded by an. In this case, it's all rising. Rising, 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 if it is 100 words. And then the last word would be falling. So who can do this before we listen to the audio?
Come on,
Nagla,
guys.
okay. Nagla.
Go ahead, Nagla.
I like football, basketball, baseball, and tennis.
Excellent. Okay,
Thank
we don't need to
you.
listen to an audio right here. Okay, we don't need to listen to an audio. Okay, fine. So
All right, well done.
whatever the number of options that you have, you say them all with rising and then the fall. So other people want to practice. Radwa.
Let's see, Radwa. Yeah. Go ahead, Radwa.
So please, Radwa, unmute yourself.
Can you hear us, Radwa?
Hello, guys.
Hello.
Okay, how are you? So can you please read us this sentence? Yes, of course.
We can hear you. Go ahead.
I like football. I like football, basketball, baseball, and tennis.
Excellent, excellent. Thank you very much. Yes,
nice, very good.
Right, yes.
You got Basant as well, who wants to try.
Baseball and tennis. Basant, please give it a shot.
Yes, okay. I like football, basketball, and tennis.
Thank you. Thank you very
much.
Well
done.
Excellent. Others?
And you got Yesu? All right, go ahead, Yesu.
Yeah.
Hi.
Okay.
Go ahead, give it a shot.
I like football, basketball. What?
Baseball?
Baseball.
I like football, basketball, baseball, and tennis.
Excellent. Thank you very much. That was really great. So everybody, please make sure when you are not done with your speech in general, and not only with words, in general, you're not done with your speech, make it rising all the time.
Ale wants to say it as well.
Yes, please. All right. Ale.
Go ahead, Ale.
So, yeah, I wanted to practice. I like football, basketball, baseball, and tennis.
Excellent.
Very good.
Excellent. Thank you very
Nice.
much. I guess you
You got
guys
a lot of
mastered this.
intonation
That's really amazing. Yes, I love this.
Well done, you guys.
So moving on right here, we don't need to listen. You guys you rocked it. If you're
everyone is
offering
amazing.
options, if we are offering options like two things and people have to choose from them, it's like exactly, guys, it's the same idea. The idea is you're not done, make it rising. You're not done, make it rising. The sentence is incomplete, make it rising. And the end of the sentence or the last word, the last option, make it falling because this is the closing of your sentence. So who can do this? All right, Aya, can you please read us this question?
Sure. Would you like to travel to England or America?
Excellent. If we gave like 3 options, like England, USA, or America?
Italy or America?
Okay.
All right.
All right.
Let's see, Yusuf, go ahead and give it a shot.
Yeah. Can you hear me well?
Yes.
Would you travel to England or America?
Don't stress the last one. Like America should be closing.
Okay.
So, would you like to travel to England or America?
Okay, I'll say it again. Would you like to travel to England or America?
This one is way better.
America.
America, like, close it. Would you like to travel to England or America? Or
All right,
America?
it's you're giving him an option.
Lower your voice at the end, Yusuf, please. All right, do it again.
Would you like to travel to England or America?
Don't stress America, please. Like,
not America,
would you like to travel
just
to England
America.
or America? Or America?
Would you travel to England or America?
Excellent.
All right, that's better. Very good. Nice. Well done.
That's it.
Mariam, you've had your hand raised for a while as well. Do you want to give it a
Mariam,
shot? She's had her hand raised for a while. Go ahead.
Yeah. Would you like to travel to England or America?
Very good. Well
Excellent.
done.
Thank you very much. That's really
Good
great.
job,
Other
everybody.
people?
Mona here has her hand raised. She hasn't tried yet. Come on, Mona.
Yes,
give
please,
it a
Mona,
shot.
try.
Mona,
Hello.
go ahead.
Yes.
Hi.
Can you hear me? Hi.
Yes,
Hi,
you
Aya.
can
How
hear
do
you.
Hi.
How are you, Yanad? Mona, sorry.
Would you like to travel to England or America?
Excellent.
Ooh,
Thank
perfect.
you. Thank you
Well
very
done.
much. It's really great. Nada, I think
Good job.
also. Nada Arafat
Yes,
as
Nada
well was
hasn't
raising her hand.
participated yet. Come on, Nada, go ahead. Give it a shot. Nada, can you hear us?
Okay. All right.
Hold on.
So we understand.
She's
Yes.
there.
Yes, please go ahead.
Go ahead, Nada.
Would you like to travel to England or America?
Hi. Okay, I'm
that's another
guessing you're not
participant.
Nada, but all right.
Okay, thank you
Nice.
very much. Thank you. Thank you very much. So you guys understand this part right here. This is the part I was talking about. Unfinished thoughts, incomplete sentences. So for sentence number one right here, it's one sentence. I'm done. Like, I bought the book. I bought the book. I bought the book. So it's falling tone, normal one. But this part right here, I bought the book. Do you think it's gonna be the same like this first one, or there will be a difference?
Nagala is saying no.
There shouldn't be a difference.
Finished thoughts. Let's see. Mona saying no. Omneya saying yes. Interesting.
Of course,
Mixed feelings.
yes, yes. So the first sentence, everybody, it's one thing, and it happened and ended. I bought the book. I bought the book. It's falling. But the second I bought the book right here is part of another sentence, like right here. So we make it rising because it's incomplete. So I have to make it rising. I bought the book, but I didn't read it. I bought the book, but I didn't read it. I bought the book, but I didn't read it. But if you said, I bought the book, but I didn't read it, there must be a full stop here. So it's not a comma. A comma right here is to make it rising. We show punctuation marks when we speak. And one of the things that we do that is the intonation, rising and falling. It's very, very critical, everybody. So the first sentence is falling. The second sentence right here is rising, falling.
All right, let's see. We've got Kareem Rabia, who hasn't participated yet. Kareem, do you want to give it a shot?
Can you read the second sentence, please, Kareem?
Hey, Kareem.
Or you can read us both, like the one falling sentence and the other rising, falling. Kareem, can you unmute yourself and tell us how we can read that? We have other participants, so we can get new faces. Okay, Basant Salah.
Go ahead, Basant.
Hello.
Hey,
Yes.
Basant, how are you?
Fine. What about you?
Alhamdulillah, great. So we want you to read us these sentences right here. The first one is falling, and the second one is rising, falling right here.
Okay. I bought the book.
The second one?
The first one is I bought the book.
Excellent,
Second,
yes.
I bought the book, but I didn't.
Excellent, excellent. Thank you very much. That was really, really great. Okay.
All right.
So we can move on right here. We have a listening part. So we will listen and repeat. Listen and repeat, everybody. All right. Let's do it right here. This one about unfinished thoughts. Are you ready? Let's get started.
Here we go.
Sentences for practice. Listen to the difference in intonation between these two sentence pairs. The first sentence has falling intonation, which indicates that the thought has ended. The second sentence contains rising intonation, indicating that the thought has not ended. I bought the book.
I bought the book.
I bought the book, but I didn't read it.
Hey, Iman, you mentioned I thumped my finger many times. What do you mean? Why is it so? Yeah, there might be an issue with the audio. So Anhami's going to work on that as well. No, it's not your laptop, Omneya. All right. Yeah, Anhami's going to work on that one. No worries. So, can you guys hear me? Perfect. Wonderful. You didn't hear anything. I see. That's probably why. No worries. But the audio wasn't very clear. Yeah, he wasn't, the audio wasn't very clear. It's all right. All right, let's see. Okay, so did anybody catch any of the sentences that she mentioned? Yeah, and him working on it, don't worry. We are going to play it again, don't worry. All right, so before Hemi goes ahead and plays it again for us, would you guys remember what we talked about last, right? We talked about how they were unfinished sentences, yes? Here we go. Tell me if you guys can see this screen. All right, so remember how we talked about when it comes to intonation, falling and rising, especially when it's a sentence that is not completed. The first part of the sentence is rising or falling. Do you guys remember? Nice, Yusuf, exactly. They are rising in case that there is completion. Very good. And at the end of the sentence, once it's finished, we have a what? A falling intonation. Very good. Well done, you guys. All right, so who can give me a sentence? How about you guys give me a sentence from your own? Start off the sentence, give me a sentence that has two parts, just like the one we've had, and I want you to tell me the sentence, okay? But make sure that the first part of the sentence is rising and then the second part is falling. So I'm gonna give you guys like 20 seconds, try to think of a sentence that has two parts, all right? And then raise your hand once you have the sentence. Iman, would you like to participate this time? Yeah? Nice, all right. So go ahead, unmute your mic. I think your mic should be there. Great,
okay.
All right, go ahead, give us a sentence.
Okay, I would like tea, then coffee.
All right, nice. Can you say that again?
Okay, another example, I can
Yes,
say,
please.
okay, I can say, I would play tennis. I would play tennis first, then I will play another thing, like anything.
All right, interesting, very good. So Ilhami, what do you think of that sentence? I think Iman did a wonderful job.
Yeah, it was really amazing. I loved it. I loved it so much. I guess people understand it right now, and it's not going to be confusing at all, inshallah, in the future.
Nice, well done.
It was really amazing. Okay, so for the wavering tone, this shouldn't take any time because, like we said, wavering tone, and this is the last part, and then we can take a couple of questions at the end, using your tone to express emotions and attitudes, such as this phrase right here, or it's just a little question. If we said it curiously, it would sound different from saying it agreeably, from being angrily said, being surprisingly said, being sarcastically said. Okay, I'm gonna do one, Aya will do the other, and then we will listen to an audio and repeat after them. Aya, can you do the curious one?
You did?
Okay, I will do the agreeable. You did. Okay.
All right.
Angrily?
Let's see, Basant. Basant, do you think you can say the angrily one?
Okay.
Angrily. All right, ready? Go ahead. Angrily.
Okay. You did angrily?
No,
So you have to say angrily
the way,
emotion.
the way that you say it. So it's a description for the way you could say it. Right?
Okay, so how can you say you did in a very anger or an angrily manner?
I can do it.
You did? Did you say it like cutely?
You did? You did?
All right. Come on, you gotta say it.
Okay,
Where did you go? Where did you go?
So a lot of people
Okay.
are raising their hands right here.
Yeah, we've got Iman as well, who also is using a reaction for some reason. Iman, can you hear us?
Okay, I can say, you did?
Very
Okay.
good. Nice.
Okay,
Very good.
That's awesome.
All right. We're very surprised. Let's have Radwa. Go ahead. Radwa, can you hear us?
Yes. Angrily or what?
No, the surprised one.
Surprisingly.
Surprised one. I can say, you did?
Excellent.
Nice. Very
Excellent.
good. Yes.
Thank you very much.
All right. Using your facial expressions helps a lot, you guys.
I don't know.
Of course. Like, you know, when you use them, like, you don't need to do it as you are stuck like that. No, move your body language, like use your body language, move your hands, move your face and all of this stuff. Sarcastically, you have to show some, like, nose blocked right here, say.
There. All right. So Amani has her hand raised. You want to give it a shot?
Okay, please.
Which one?
The very last one, sarcastically.
You did.
You did. All right. Nice. Very good.
I like that. Okay.
Well done, you guys. Good
We're
job.
gonna listen to one, and we will listen and repeat. You guys will laugh while you're listening to this because simply you feel like you're seeing the person. You can touch their emotions.
It's very expressive.
Right here. It's very critical, everyone. Okay, let's do it. This shall be the last listening right here.
Then we can take your questions. So go ahead and write down any questions you have in the chat if you guys want to answer it, okay?
3, 2, 1.
Let's start with the words you did.
Okay, wait.
Say them in 5 different ways.
Depending on the emotion or intention. Let's start with the words you did. We will say them in 5 different ways, depending on the emotion or intention. Curious.
You did?
Very surprised.
You did?
Disappointed.
You did?
Angry.
You did?
In agreement.
You did.
Now, let's say the expression, thanks a lot, in 3 different ways, changing the intonation each time. Normal.
Thanks a lot.
Very happy. Thanks a lot. Sarcastic.
Thanks a lot.
Saying okay with different emotions. Normal.
Okay.
Hesitant or unwilling.
Okay.
Very excited.
Okay.
Frustrated and angry.
Okay.
Saying no with different emotions. Angry.
No.
Surprised.
No?
Hesitant.
No.
Sarcastic. No.
No. All right, you guys. Thank you so much. I think that confirmed you guys all did a really good job. I don't even know if you needed that listing. You guys were excellent. So let's go ahead and move on to the questions.
But remember, after we leave, intonation is as important as words, everybody, and you need to perfect your intonation. Your accent will be perfect once you do so. The questions part, we're ready to listen and answer your questions for the upcoming 5 to 10 minutes, guys. So if you have a question, please raise your hand. You can ask it to us. You can also send it to the chat, and Aya will be like seeing them. Have you taken any others, Aya?
I have one question that we haven't answered yet. It was from
Okay.
Radwa, and she wants to know what she can do to have a very good British accent.
Whoa, that's a great job. Okay, I love listening to British accents, you know.
I hate them so much.
They're amazing.
Hey, Radwa. So yeah, why specifically the British accent? I am curious about that.
I love this accent.
You love the accent? All right. That's enough reason. As long as you like it, that's perfect. That's
Okay,
one of the main things you're gonna need.
In like intonation and pronunciation, like there is a slight difference between the two. Like for example, the British, I mean, intonationally, they are the same. I mean, a question is a question, a statement is a statement, question tag, and all of the stuff that we talked about today. But in pronunciation, you'll find some difference, like between words. Like when the R comes at the end, of course, we all know this, that they don't pronounce it, they drop it. Like car, father, sister, brother, you know, they don't pronounce, wait, T is also pronounced,
They
whatever it
love
is.
to have their mouths open the entire time, and they don't like pronouncing the R's very much, as well as over-pronunciating their T's.
Okay, there's one thing, I heard it before, like from Yusha, like he said, the difference, like this is some kind of a different view, I believe. The British, they feel lazy to drop their jaw. So that's why, like when they speak, you say, is this your car? Is this your car? Is this your car? So they don't give the R like the American way that they do it. So they don't say car, father, you know, they don't drop their jaw that very much. Also, it reflects the royal DNA or something. He says like.
But just be careful and remember one thing, that that the UK or Britain in general, it has a lot of different areas and a lot of different regions.
Absolutely,
so pronunciation is different from one place to another. So sometimes you'll hear a British accent that is super clear and maybe even very similar to the American in some parts, in some ways. And then some others, like the Cockney accent, for example, it's a completely different accent.
Yes.
And it's a lot more difficult to understand.
Is it the same one like in Peaky Blinders?
I'm not sure. I think
it's very close to it. Like it's very local thing. Yes,
But
but there is the global accent, the global British accent.
One,
like,
yes.
you know, this is the one that you listen to on BBC and all the news channels.
So to answer your question, Rodwell, basically, if you want a really British accent, then you have to make sure that you have a lot of the British culture that you are aware of, that you've practiced and you've repeated a lot of times with a British show, for example. So you have to pick up a lot from their culture for you to be able to copy or imitate the same intonation and the same accent in the same way in the similar situations. So start by watching some things.
Yeah, Yusuf here is asking a question. He says, is there any kind of applications which it can correct my intonation and stress? Personally, I don't know one, but I believe about practicing, you know, when you apply this on reading, for example, and you read loudly, you can record yourself. You can send it to us, by the way, and we can check it and tell you like this is correct. No, you need to get it lower right here or higher right there. So you can do that. Yes,
and you'll be able to actually pick it up afterwards. As long as you're speaking out loud and you're actually giving it a shot as well, you'll be able to actually tell, your ear will notice the difference.
You can record yourself as well. Yeah, you can record yourself before going to Iman. Record yourself and listen. Try and compare between the two things. Compare between the native thing that you've listened to and what you've recorded, and you know the difference very easily. Iman, okay.
Go ahead, Iman.
Okay, I will ask a question, but it's different about our topic.
Okay, it's okay, no problem, yes.
I have been in SYE from 1 year ago, I think. So I wanted to do some things that I can improve my grammar because I think my grammar is very bad. That's it. I wanted something that I can improve my grammar.
How much reading are you doing?
What?
How much reading are you reading? Like part of your daily routine, do you read?
Yes, I read, but it's not every day. I read the day and day, not, you know.
Okay. Day in and day out. Okay.
But I listen more. I listen more to audio or to TEDx, TED Talks, or I watch movies every day. But I think that my grammar is very, very bad.
When you watch things, do you watch it with subtitles or without?
Yeah, subtitle in English, subtitle.
Nice. All right, that's a good step. Well done. Another thing I think you can do is start writing as well.
Okay.
That's it. Look, Iman, I believe like one of the best things that you can ever do is whenever you know a new grammar rule and you know how it's used and what it means and when to use it, try and use it yourself. Once you start using this grammar rule and you keep repeating it when needed, choose the easy way. Like you choose the hard way because it pays off at the end, you know? So I'll give you an example. Like I want to say that I started working as an English instructor about 10 years ago, and I'm still doing it, and I might be doing it in the future. So I wouldn't say I started, guys, like 10 years ago, and I still do it. This is a lot of redundance, like, you know, a lot of unneeded sentences and phrases. I would say I have been working as an English instructor for 10 years. So this is the best way and the only way it can be expressed. So you learn this right now, try and use it in many other examples, real life examples, ya Iman. So once you do this, you will never feel like it's a new thing or it's a different thing, or you always take up the simple grammar things. Like you will add the more complicated ones because they are needed and you know how to use them and you had used them before.
Yeah.
You got what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So do also the same thing like ayahs. Whenever you learn something new, write a paragraph on it, using it. Like start with writing.
Yeah,
Then
I
when you
know.
speak,
I know that.
yes,
Yeah,
right? It's all about
I did that, but actually I didn't understand the difference between like the present perfect and the present continuous and the present perfect continuous, and I
Don't
didn't
overwhelm
know
yourself.
the difference between those grammar.
Yes, yes, I understand. Look, like we will try because, as you know, Dr. Inglesi is to fix all the problems
Yeah.
that they face us or something. We will include this grammar part, inshallah, very soon. So it
Okay,
could be
thank
like,
you.
if not next time, it could be the time after max or something.
Inshallah.
Yes,
Okay,
inshallah.
thank you.
Okay. Sure, sure. Other questions?
No.
Is there a specific? We've
Thank
got
you very
Sarah
much.
Khalid. Is there a specific way to set English subtitles during watching movies? If you have the movie already downloaded, there is a website called Subscene. I'm going to write it in the chat. This is the best site that you can download any kind of subtitle that you're looking for.
Yes,
Write down
and
the movie and you'll find it on this website. It's called Subscene. Download it and then you put it onto the media and you play it. And of course,
when you download the audio, the subscene itself, I mean the subtitles, right there, you will have many languages. So you choose English, but you have to make sure that you copy the name of the movie, like from the folder itself, because there is many copies for the movie. So you copy the exact one that you have, as long as you haven't changed the name, and then paste it in the search bar. And then it will bring you the exact subtitle for this movie. So there is no delay. There is no fast or
and
slow.
if you have Media Player Classic, there is an option that you can use to speed up the subtitles or slow down the subtitles. So just make sure that you have the option down. I prefer Media Player Classic. It's got really a lot of really good options for the subtitles to make it higher, to make it bigger, to make it slower. So first of all, you're going to know the name of the movie. You're going to go to the Subscene website and download the subtitles, and then you're going to put it onto the media file or onto the movie while you're watching it, and it's going to play it for you.
One last thing, like, you know, you have to make sure that the movie that you have is not like with embedded Arabic subtitles or any other language. Embedded means like it's built in, it's stuck to the copy. So you make sure that you download it without any subtitles, and then you can choose the English one from Subscene, and you carry on the steps like Aya has mentioned right here. VLC also is nice.
One of Ahmed Arif said, sometimes the sense is very important in grammar. That's actually what I replied with, is that should be your goal. Exactly. You need to build a connection between the grammatical rule and the meaning. This is why Ilhami started explaining to her the present perfect tense by giving her a real example. The more this makes sense in your mind, the better it is going to be for you, and a lot easier for you to practice it and use it in different situations. So yes, common sense, or the sense that you're talking about, it's actually not a joke. It's actually real, and it's really important.
So give it a shot. All right, Aya. We've been saying this word a lot right here.
Yeah,
so to give it
sorry.
Give it a shot with one O right here. It means
give it a shot, give it a chance, give it a try.
Try and doing this. Thank you very much, Omneya, for your compliment right here. You are the best.
Next Saturday, Yusuf, we're every Saturday, and we will update you with the time. Just make sure that you follow the page, guys. All right.
Mostly
Thank you so much.
From 5 to 6. Yes. Okay. So before we leave, like, this is our normal thing. Like, next time we'll be talking about another disease, which is fluency. We talk about the symptoms, complications, and cure, how to be more fluent in language. And we take up questions and we try to answer them as much as we can. We apologize if we haven't answered all the questions right here, but our prescription today, apply the rules that we took today of intonation, falling, rising, wavering. So try and read a page or a paragraph and record yourself. Listen to yourself. See if you have changed. See if your tone is correct or no. See if you're falling correctly, rising correctly with sentences and questions and all of this stuff. Hard new words can be checked in your dictionary, not all of them, and you can record yourself and reach the best results. No worries, just pray. Stick to determination, practice, patience.
Practice and patience.
Always
it's really
say
important
to
to be
yourself,
patient and practice.
I can do it. Give yourself positive energy, and you will be really surprised by the results. Everybody, thank you very much for joining us today. We'll see you inshallah next week. Don't forget that we have a movie night on Monday And the movie is Coco, everybody.
Coco. It's from 10, right? From 10 to 12, and then our discussion is from 12.
And then discussion from 12 to 12:30 or something.
Hey guys, so it's going to be Coco, MEC 2, next Monday from 10 to 12, and then we meet you at 12 for a discussion. All right?
Thank you very much.
From
Bye,
10 to
everybody.
12.
Bye, Aya.
Bye.
Have a nice day, inshallah. Okay.